You ever ask yourself, who am I? You ever step back and take a good look at your greatest asset, which, by the way, is you? You are the greatest asset. You're your greatest asset. You're the best thing you have. If you don't believe it, without you, what do you have? Nothing. So therefore, it makes sense that you should love, nurture, and grow yourself first so you can truly benefit those people around you that you say you love and care about. That's pretty simple. But do you ever do that? Do you take the time to ask yourself, who am I? Where am I going? What do I want? And if I don't have it, how am I going to get it? You need to do that. If you don't do that, you're going to wake up someday when you're 70, 80 years old, you're going to look in the mirror, and you're not going to know who you're looking at because you're not going to know who you are. This is a great example. It just happened to me a couple days ago. I was getting my vehicle fixed, and I'm in the waiting room waiting. This lady comes in, and she's 67 years old, she told me, after a while. But she came in, and she had the CD that she was so proud of. She didn't know me from Adam. She starts talking to me about this CD. She goes, look at this CD. My son just produced this. It's a Christian CD. He lives in Colorado, and his wife did all the artwork on the sleeve and stuff. She's just really proud of her son. And she's saying how he did the whole project himself. And she's telling me how proud, and I go, yes, I understand what you're saying. I just finished a book in May, and you're always working on it. You think it's all neat and all until it's finally done. You have that product in your hand, and it's like, wow, this is really pretty cool, you know. So she goes, yeah, and we're talking back and forth. And then she tells me she was an educator for 20-something years, I believe it was, and now she has an uncle that's in hospice, so she's taking care of him. She's what we call a blue personality. She's a caregiver, always giving to other people, like some of you that were afraid to sit down right away, you know. So I start talking to her a little bit, and every time I break into a conversation with somebody, it seems like I start giving a workshop, you know, kind of like what we're doing now. But so she starts telling me that, I'm telling her, I go, you need to give yourself 3 to 5 hours a week just for you. Not your spouse, not your friend, not your dogs, not your cats, just you. So you can step back, ask who am I, take a good look at yourself, and always say, okay, who am I, where am I going, what do I want, and if I don't have it, how am I going to get it? You need to do that. And then she starts telling me that she's 67 years old, seemingly she's had a great life. She starts telling me that, you know, I've helped other people my whole life that, you know, I don't really know what I want to do or who I want to be basically when I grow up, kind of a thing. And she's 67 years old. The lady starts to tear up on me because she doesn't know who she is. And I'm like, what did I just do here? You know? But actually, it was very moving for me because there's so many people, and some of you probably, all of us at certain times don't feel confident maybe with who we are. We wish we had something we don't have, or wish we were better at something. But you need to take that time for you. And I know it's hard. In 3 days from now, that's why it'd be silly for me, like I said, 1 hour out of 8,760, to give you a brand new way of operating your curriculum and methods of teaching, because in about 3 days, you're going to be in the trenches, moving forward, buried with kids in your room. All right? I understand that, so I'm not going to do that stuff to you. That's why I just want to give you throw some things out, and you catch what you want to catch. But it's important you take time for yourself, always. Because if you don't, the day's going to come when everybody else is, you've helped everybody else, but you don't even know who you are. And like this lady said, when you're that type of personality, you're afraid to give yourself time because you think you're going to rob somebody else the time you should have given them, whether it's a child in the classroom or at home or whatever. But you need to do that, because if you truly care about people and want to help people, then that's important. Here's a little controversial thing I use sometimes. It's actually in the book, and there's a good book out there that's been read quite a bit. There's a saying that says, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Right? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. It doesn't say love your neighbor if you decide to care about yourself someday, or love yourself when you decide to care about yourself. Love your neighbor as you would love yourself. So to me, my interpretation is that you must be selfish in a very modest, humble way and love and nurture yourself to be the person you want to be, so you can truly give to those around you say you love and care about, such as maybe your wife and children or family members. Okay? Seems simple enough? It's simple, it's just not always easy.